My name is Michael Waddington, and I'm a criminal defense attorney. I want to tell you about a case that I did recently in the Air Force where the head of an OSI detachment was on the stand. Now, the agent was brought in to talk about all the wonderful things they did in the investigation, how thorough they were, and how his agents left no stone unturned, basically. And so on cross-examination, this agent, who was in charge of all the investigations at this Air Force base, was testifying on cross about the things that he didn't do. They didn't look at the victim's phone, verify the text messages from any of the alleged victims. They didn't search this. They didn't seize that. They didn't ask for a warrant. They didn't do anything aside from interview a few people and collect a few pieces of evidence. Everything that pointed to guilt, they collected. But when it came to investigating the credibility and the background of some of the complaining witnesses, they did nothing. We asked this agent on the stand under oath, did you verify that the alleged victim gave you all the messages that related to this incident? And he basically went on to explain, well, we asked her if we could search her phone and she said no. And he says, we don't investigate victims. I was like, what do you mean by that? Like, you don't verify information from a witness just because they say they're a victim? So if someone says they're a victim and they say, oh, here's all the phone messages between the two of us, you don't even look to see if that's the case? He goes, yeah, we don't investigate victims. It's not our policy. We don't do it because it's intrusive. So if they want to give us some stuff, we'll take it. If they don't want to give it to us, fine. We're not going to seize it. We're not going to get a warrant. So you could provide information that is 100% fabricated or that is cherry-picked, meaning that you picked certain pieces, that is edited, that is spliced together, that is misleading, that is fictitious, that is false. You could accuse someone and give that over to law enforcement, and they will not double-check, verify, ask to see the phone, or do anything. So they could be getting this information from someone who's a pathological known liar. Like one of the victims in that case perjured herself to the judge repeatedly. Says that she was raped and never saw my client after that because she was so afraid of him. She told the judge that. And then it turns out that she, in fact, was going on dates with him for the weeks following the alleged rape. For example, like that person, they would not background check, not fact check, not verify even the word of someone who perjured themselves on the witness stand. So don't assume that anyone's going to do that. You're going to have to get a lawyer to do that properly and effectively. And then to confront the witnesses, the law enforcement, the victims, all those people that should be seeking justice, that are instead seeking quick convictions, that must be brought out in front of the judge or the jury in your kid's case or in your case, if you're the one being accused. Because otherwise, these people that are now coming forward and making allegations, some of them, they will lie their butt off. They will perjure themselves. They will fabricate evidence. They will cherry pick evidence. And you will not be able to do anything about it unless and until you go forward and you put together a team to represent you that is actually looking out for your life, your liberty, and your best interests.